Fox 17 Rock Interview on the web and on our YouTube channel. And a guest that I've been trying to get on for a long time now, the very talented Toni TC Coleman. Many of you will know him from being B.B. King's drummer for the last 30 years, played with Bobby Blue Bland, one of my favorites, James Brown, Willie Nelson, Etta James.
Yes.
Just star upon star. So obviously, oh, and you know what I forgot to mention during our news thing too, Toni? You won the 2015 Blues Drummer of the Year.
That's right, I did. Yay.
So it's like, you know, you're not slowing down at all.
Well, I don't intend to. So.
You know, that's incredible. You and I were talking on the news earlier that you've done some new things, and I really love it that you're working with this new technology with Sonivox.
Yes.
And explain this to me.
Well, the thing about this new software is it's actually me, my sounds, my touch, and all the little nuances of playing the drums the way I play the drums.
That is amazing. So somebody could put this in their computer and while they're doing a song or whatever, use the Sonivox with you playing.
Exactly. So I'm really excited about it because I was always one of these people, I just criticize some of the drum machines. They just sounded like toys or too robotic.
Because you're a real drummer.
Yes, exactly. and I mean, if we're going to use this technology, we should get the essence of the human experience, and that's what Sonivox has done with this new software.
Now, I also heard that you're going to have some new MIDI grooves coming out with it. What's up with that?
Well, a lot of times as drummers, we think we need to do the type of playing that is sort of like exhibitionist type playing, where you're soloing all over the place, all of that. But what a lot of drummers forget is what we need you to do is stay in the pocket and play a lot of grooves and stop trying to be a guitar player on drums.
Well, you know, I was going to bring that up, having seen you in concert so many times, and I've got a set of your signature drumsticks at my house. You're always in the pocket. You know, and it's like you never get in the way, you never showboat or anything else. You know, seeing you on stage with B.B. King, you just nailed it, man. You're just solid.
Well, basically, blues, soul music, it's initially, for drummers, it's initially about keeping that space. That's where the feeling is. The space is actually the feeling. When you feel in the space, there's really no pocket to make you rock it, to do your head like that.
Well, that's why the top players in the world have hired you in. And you know, and you told me once when I interviewed you before that B.B. King actually stole you away from another band.
Well, Otis Clay, a soul singer in Chicago who was touring, he was basically, we were the opening act for this major blues tour. It was B.B. King, Bobby Blue Bland, Albert King,
oh my gosh.
Betty Wright, O.V. Wright, Otis Clay, Little Milton, Tyrone Davis, all these soul and blues musicians.
Cream of the crop.
And it was all of the top guys. And at the end of the tour, we went to Chicago to close the tour out.
Yeah.
And there was a jam. The promoter wanted it to be a jam session. The band that was on stage didn't want to do it unless they got paid.
Right.
And I knew the band, and I said to the leader, hey, man, you know, me and my guys over here, we'll do it. And he was like, man, why are you guys always doing stuff for free all the time? He said, we just want to have some fun. So anyway, we went on stage, did the jam session. B.B. King came on stage, Otis Clay, all the artists. And B.B. had a brand new song out, was recorded by the Jazz Crusaders. And we played the song, and we actually played it better than his band.
Oh my gosh.
So when Otis told us to go into BB's new song, and we did, and while BB was on stage, he was like, and his band leader, he said, those guys. And after that, we were right down on the side of the stage with the musicians that didn't want to do it. And the band leader said, how would you guys like to play with B.B. King? And the band that didn't do it was,
dang. And the rest is blues history.
Right, so you never know where it'll come from.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, it's so incredible too, you know, with you winning the 2015 Blues Drummer Award.
Yes.
And then you're going to do, what are you doing with Hal Leonard? You got a new book coming out also.
I have a DVD coming out with Hal Leonard. It's an instructional DVD on how to play blues.
Wow.
The way that I've been taught and asked to play blues from the greats like B.B. King and Bobby Blue Bland and Albert King and all of those people. The way we wanted the music to be is not the way that a lot of people play it and lose the essence of it. So I'm showing all those different little licks and those little nuances about playing the blues.
That's incredible.
Instead of just telling you, yeah, that's right, this is wrong. No, I actually show you and demonstrate it and talk about how it works with the other musicians, particularly the bass player.
Right, because you got to be hooked together.
Yes, so that's what it's all about, my instructional DVD.
And when will that come out?
In August. And it's called Toni Coleman Authentic Blues DVD instruction.
Well, I think
DVD.
I will need a signed copy of that. Probably I'll have to buy one and then bring it over to you.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Well, now I also want to mention you've got a new album coming out soon. You've got a new band.
Yes. It's all my life I always wanted to be a drummer, but any drummer, it didn't matter what type of music. It could be funk, soul, country, rock, jazz. It didn't matter. The drummers, those were my guys. I was like, man, I got to be a drummer. So I was inspired by people like Levon Helm, of course, and Karen Carpenter. She was a great singing drummer. All singing drummers. Don Henley with the Eagles.
Totally.
And anybody that
Phil
played.
Collins.
Phil Collins, Harold Brown, the drummer from the group War. He would sing. So anytime the drummer from Rare Earth, and of course Buddy Miles, that was like my main guy, Buddy Miles. But any drummer that sung was somebody that inspired me to want to be a singing drummer, which I'm doing, putting the drums out front and put the guitar player on the side.
Yeah.
And I don't have to look at a guitar player's behind. And
now, what's the name of the band?
Get out of it. Toni Coleman and Blue Funk.
That's awesome.
We mix. I call it Blue Funk, the band, because we mix blues and funk.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
The blues has been rocked and rolled to death.
Right.
But it's time to put some funk in the blues.
I love it.
And make it more about dance grooves and soul.
I think that'll go over incredible. Now, people, obviously, viewers and everything, want to keep up with you on tour. You're always on tour. You're always going somewhere. And also, they want to see the new releases, the new music, the book, everything else you're doing. And I know you're going to have a tab on there for your dad, too, King Coleman, the legend.
Of course, yes.
What's your website?
It's TonyColemanDrummer.com.
Okay, and that's your new website.
That's the website.
It looks great.
And thank you. And the Facebook is Toni TC Coleman.
Yeah.
So
people can keep up with you. Man, you got so many great things going on.
Yeah, and I like to get on there and do the selfies.
Well,
I'm not
some of the
I don't do
pictures.
the selfies. I don't do the selfies where I actually see people with the little stick.
Right. Yeah. Well, all the pictures I always see of you, Toni, are with the top musicians in the world, and there's Toni too. See, so obviously one of the top musicians in the world.
Well, I'm trying to be. I want to be. I'm trying to be.
Well, I think you are. Be sure and check out Toni's website and on Facebook. Check out the new album that's going to be coming out, the new book coming out in August, and the Sonivox drum stuff. I checked out the samples. It sounds like Toni playing. I mean, it's just great stuff, Toni.
I'm really impressed with it. It's going to be great. It is great, and I don't see anything that I left out on it.
I don't either. I'm looking for more great things. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
All right, Eric.
Thanks for watching the Rockin' Review.
Thank you.